Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Green Educational Consulting, your number one and trustable educational consulting company. As you'll be following us, congratulations to all of you who follow our page. Today we'll be talking about how you can use lower GPA to go to school. If you have already graduated from a school and your GPA is not strong, I want to tell you all is not over, and we'll be talking about what you need to do, how to make your application strong, and even though your GPA is not good, and also be talking about how you can prepare your whole application and how to get your document ready, work on your CV, your SOP, and how to apply to a good university, and also how to apply for funding. The last time I discussed with you how you can apply for graduate assistantship. So that's the most important thing. If you're applying to the school and you don't have money, you want to make sure that you present a very good application that can win you funding. So if you're here today, you're going to learn a lot. And if you're coming to replay, maybe you couldn't join this live session, and you'll be replaying. It means you have to pay attention to what I'm coming to share with you. This is a free session, and I hope you learn a lot. Okay. As I've been posting, and a lot of you have made comments like today. Somebody asked how to do West evaluation. We'll be talking about that, and I'll also be discussing how you can apply to US or Canada with low GPA in case your GPA is not up to 3.0. You know, if you're from Nigeria or something like your GPA is in 5.0, and if you're from Ghana, some schools also have 5.0, or if you're from other schools in Ghana, you have like 4.0. That's the highest GPA. So if your GPA is below 3.0, sometimes it's difficult to get admission because the schools have spread out the GPA requirements. So we have department requirements, and we also have a school requirement. The school can have like 3.0. The department can have more than 3.0. So if you don't have that GPA, what do? Should you give up that I won't travel again? The answer I'll give quickly is no. You don't have to give up. You can do other things that can make your application strong. We have seen a lot of students who GPA were not strong, but they manage follow our steps and they're able to get admission. So if you are here and today you're coming to learn a lot, and if your GPA is also high, how do you take advantage of that? There are a lot of students who have high GPA, but they can't get admission with funding. That's another situation. So the GPA is something you must have, but if you have it, how do you take advantage of it? So we have so many students reach out to us, they got admission with no funding. So that's one of the challenge a lot of you are facing. So today, I hope you'll be learning a lot. So the first thing you have to do when you have a lower GPA is that you have to build your profile. If I mention profile, I'm talking about your documents, you as a person, your experience, everything about you should be beyond the limits. Okay, so if the school is asking for 3.0 and your GPA is below 3.0, it means that you have to do something extra than the regular students what they'll be doing. It means that you have to work hard on your application. Okay, it means your CV has to be strong, your SOP has to be strong, and you need to have personal experience. So if you are going to a top school and you have some working experience, that will be something that we will be adding for your application. All right. So let me take it this way. Let's assume that you are going to apply to, let's say, computer science or data analytics, or it could be public health, or it could be any other program. All right. And your GPA is not strong and you couldn't meet the school requirement, but the school is asking for 3.0 and above, or 3.5, and you are below 3.0. What do you have to do? What should you do to make your application strong? All right. So this is what you have to be asking yourself. A lot of students cannot get admission, even though they've heard on social media if you have lower GPA, you can get admission. All right. So some of them were confident and they've gone ahead to apply, but at the end of the day, they still don't get funding. That's one thing. So what should you do? How should you make your application strong to get funding to study in the US? All right. My advice is always don't come to the US with loan. Don't come here with loan. You will suffer. Okay. Anyone who tells you that, oh, you can go for Empower loan and the rest and come to the US, that is they are playing with your future. Okay. A lot of students have taken that loan and they are not slaves. So we tell students, don't be desperate to come to the US on loan. Work hard to get full scholarship and come to the US. All right, so let's go to the worst evaluation. So the worst with lower GPA, what you can do now is the first thing is you have to do worst evaluation. Okay, worst evaluation. I'll be sharing my screen with you. Let me just share my screen and show you worst evaluation. Okay, before let me share my screen with you right now to show you how you can do worst evaluation. All right, so if you are here today, okay, so let me show you. Okay, so this was evaluation. Okay, so this is why you doing. If you have lower GPA, you can do this. Okay, so they are going to evaluate your transcript. So if you have from, let's say, UDS, you are from University of Lagos and other places, the GPA, some Lagos I know is 5.0, Unilag and other school they are 5.0, UDS is 5.0. So it means that when they bring from 5.0 to 4, your GPA is going to increase. So what WES does for you is that they convert your grade from your country to the US system or Canadian system. Then it helps you. So when they are going to convert your GPA, it's going to increase your GPA. So we had a student from Legon, University of Ghana, who had 2.0, and after evaluation, the student moved to 2.5. So that's an increment. So if you have like 2.6, 2.4, 2.5, when you do evaluation, you can move to 3.0. Okay, so and we had a student from KNUST in Ghana, and the student had 58. When we do the evaluation, the student moved to 3.01. So that's how evaluation is good for you, but you have to pay. All right. So when you do this, your GPA is going to increase. So if you don't know how to create account, you just have to. If it's your first time, you just click on get evaluation. Okay, and of course you are going to choose English language. Okay, so that's how you do you apply to the US, Canada, New Zealand, of course US. So you choose this. Okay, so I believe that is not showing, right? So I mean that's the page that you have to use for your evaluation. Okay, so you have to do this when your GPA is low, and sometimes the school also require that you do evaluation. So you have to do that to get admissions. When you follow the steps, you can be able to do evaluation and get admission to study in the US. I mean, if I could just show you, so this how it look like. You evaluate so you have to choose course by course. Okay, I believe this is showing. So when you do evaluation, they'll convert your grade to US system. So that's how so this is how the evaluation look like. Okay, so they'll convert if you have low. So this person could have a like 2.2 or something like that. When they evaluate, it will increase for you. Okay, so if you are below 3.0, the best thing to do is to do evaluation. And when you do the evaluation, you have to apply to the schools that are asking for it. Not all schools ask for evaluation. So don't apply to a university that does not ask for evaluation. So the moment you do the evaluation, it means you have to target only schools that ask for it. That's a mistake most students do. So you do the evaluation and then the school is not asking for it, but you have done it and you've applied and the school may not use it. Okay. So some schools will even say, don't send us worst evaluation. So you have to do it. So how do we do it? That's the first question some of you be asking. So let me address that for you. Okay. So the first thing is you have to fill the form. As to show you, go online, you click and create accounts, fill the form. After filling the form, you pay. It's around $233, $233, and after paying that, then you get a serial number. Okay, after get a serial number, then you fill a form that is you get on a page. Then you send that to your school in Ghana, Nigeria, any other country you come from, Zimbabwe. Then your school will send your transcript to WES. Okay, so when the school sends your transcript to WES, then they will do the evaluation for you. And when it's ready, you receive an email saying that your evaluation is ready, and you use that to apply. So anytime you apply to a school, you have to request that from WES to your school. That will improve your GPA. So that's one part of the of you have a low GPA and what to do. Okay. Um, yeah. So when that is done, the next thing you have to do when you have a lower GPA is to work on your profile. How do you work on your profile? One, if you are going to take a course, you can go and do some online courses. That's one advice we give to students. Those who follow it achieve high results. Okay, so you have to take some online courses. So, for example, if you're going to apply, if you are in a computer science program and you are lacking some coding skills, or even if you're not for computer science, you're going to apply to, let's say, public health program, and you know that you can't even do data analysis. Even you can't use Excel, you can't use SPSS, you can't use Stata or Python on R. What do you have to do? You have to go to Coursera, go to UDS, or go to even YouTube. But because YouTube, you may not get certificates, so that may not be too valid. So you can go and, of course, I learn also on YouTube as well. So you can buy courses on Coursera. Coursera, if you're my student, I can show you how you can do Coursera courses without even paying a penny. Okay, you don't have to pay to do Coursera courses. There are ways you can do Coursera courses without making a payment. So you can go to their UDS, Coursera, and there's a Udemy. Okay, you do some online courses and put that on your CV. That is a plus. So because you don't know how to do data analysis and you have lower GPA, go online, take these courses. You can go and learn R, you can go and learn Stata, or you can go learn Python or SPSS. So you need to take those courses. You list those courses on your CV. That's what we call profile building. You are building your profile. So if your GPA is low, I would advise you don't rush and start applying immediately. Okay, don't rush in application. If right now, if you're listening to me and your GPA is low, I'm giving by 7 years experience as education consultant. I'm advising you that don't rush to apply right now. Go back, sit down, take a pen, jot things that you need to do. First, work on your profile first. Make sure that you've learned some skills to make your profile strong. If you apply with 2.5, 2.3, say 7, your chances are a bit small. I would advise you to learn some online courses that is related to your program. Okay, the online course that you take should be something that is related to your program. So once you take that, it's making your CV huge. Okay, so they want to, okay, these students know how to do data analysis. The next thing is you can also, if you have some friends who are doing publications, writing a paper, what do you have to do? You have to join those your friends and also be a co-author, or if you also want to write your own paper, that's a plus. If you have a paper and your GPA is low, you'll be given funding. Okay, so this is how you have to do. So don't rush because people are applying, you also rush and apply. No, sit down, take a pen and draft things that you need to do to make your application strong. That's the best way to build a profile. Okay, the next thing is community project. If you're in your community, maybe if you're going to apply to, let's say, public admin, public relation, public health, medicine, nursing, and all those programs, what do you have to do? Engage all programs, not just this program I've mentioned. Engage in some kind of community projects or volunteering. You can volunteer in your community and just put that on your CV. Okay, something that you can do to make you like you have extra curricular activities. Okay, these are all things that I needed. Extra curricular activities are not just football and all those things. All these small things are all part of extra curricular activities. And if you are working, make sure you're involved in some association or take some positions. These are count. These all count. If you're in school now, I would advise you to join some association, take some position. Okay, you can be a secretary, you can be a committee member, president or vice president, and all those things. All those things count in building your profile. So if I say building profile, it's not something like magic you have to do. These are all small things that you have to do. Okay, the schools are looking for somebody who have all over, not just academics alone, just a high GPA and everything. No, it doesn't end there. All this small position you have is going to make your applications strong. Okay, how to volunteer. Even you can also teach. Okay, if you have some students who are going to write their exams from Ghana, like BC or WASI, something like that, you can assist students and put that on your CV that you engage, you help students to learn mathematics, science, and all those things. All those are all extra curriculum activities. When those are on your CV, it makes you different from other students. This will help you to win the heart of the admission officers. So these are all important. They have to be on your CV. Okay. Now the next thing is, how do you describe those activities on your CV? So if you have you and your friend, you've organized some classes for students to learn mathematics. Now, if you're going to put that on your CV, how do you put it? You have to mention the impact. Okay, during your activities, did you have any impact on the student? Did you teach them what was their result? You have to mention all those things in your CV. So some of you have a huge CV, nice things, but you cannot be able to describe what you have done. So that's one thing that is missing from students. So your CV is like it's your story. Okay, it's your story. You have to tell your story. Well, how do you market yourself? So you have to market yourself on your CV. Okay, now the next thing is your personal statement or essay. So we have two types of essay. Okay, we have personal statements and statement of purpose. These two are not always the same. Okay, it can be the same when the school asks for one, but when sometimes the schools ask for the two. So they are not always the same. So you have to know how you write it. Okay, if they ask for personal statements, it's something that is personal about you. Okay, so you can also mention what made you to get lower GPA when you were in school. Okay, you can describe that in an essay. So maybe during your time of study, you're having some issue with financial and all those kind of stuff. So maybe no money, you have to work, you have to do some other things to take care of yourself. So all those things can be inside your essay. You can mention all that. Okay, but please don't beg in the essay. You are not begging. Don't say, please, I'm from a poor home. My mother is dead, and I'll be happy if you can give me scholarship. No, admission and funding is not something you beg. You have to show your evidence that you can do something. So some student can write that I'm from poor home, please give me scholarship. If not, I'll die or I'm hungry. And all those things shouldn't be on your CV. Okay. So sorry, on your essay. So you have to know what to put inside your essay. You can tell them what made you to get those grades, maybe lower grades when you were studying, some issue that you face and all those kind of, maybe during health, you felt sick and all those things should be part of your essay. So these are what we are calling building your profile and making your essay strong. Now, after getting all those things, what should you do? Should you apply now? Are you okay? After you've taken those online courses, you have done some extra activities. Are those enough? I'll say yes. Those are enough to now apply. Now, if you're going to apply, your program of choice is something that I always tell students you have to make sure you pay attention to. Because if you choose a program that does not have funding, it's going to affect you don't have scholarship. So, for example, if you're in MBA, you don't expect to get full scholarship in MBA. You don't expect to get scholarship in accounting, finance, and all those things. Mostly they give only partial. So you have to be careful about your program choosing. This is what I always tell students. If you don't choose well, you get admission with no funding or no admission at all. So you have to be strategic and know what you want and what you are going to apply for. Okay. Now, how do you choose the right program? If you are going to do your research, you have to do your research work. Check the school website. Did the school mention any funding on your page? Some schools are silent. They don't mention it. So some of you are confused because of there are so many posts on Facebook. Everybody is posting these days, mentioning schools you can apply to. Everyone is applying. They say this school does not charge application fee. Everyone is applying. You are just rushing. You apply. It comes with no funding. It's a waste of time. So don't just rush to apply to school because the school is not charging application fee. Some schools are low. So the moment they are low, they don't have funding from the government. Okay, they don't have any federal funding. So they cannot fund you. The funding that you get as assistantship comes from the professor. So if the school does not have funding, how would they fund you? So when you apply, you have to make sure that you get a good profile and apply to top schools. I'm an addict for top schools and good program. If you apply to a top school and you get admission, they have the funding. They can give you funding to you. But if you apply to some local school that I've never heard of, last time I spoke to a student and the student was mentioning some school that I've been here and I've been doing this work. I've not heard of school before. Some low school. no funding. So don't, if you do that, you're just wasting your time. Okay, so you have to decide what program to apply for. Is the program in STEM area? Can this program win me funding? You have to do a research. You have to check the school websites. Have the school mention any funding on their page? If they don't mention that, be curious and then send an email to the program manager and asking that, okay, I'm applying for this program and you want funding, they have funding for this program. You have to make all those inquiry. Okay, so some of you are just applying, waiting that there'll be a lack. Admission is not a lack. Okay, you have to be strategic and know what you're applying for. Now, those who came to the US earlier or Canada, like maybe in a year like early 2000, 2005, then funding was, but now competition is very high. So many people are applying from different countries. So it means admission is not just because you're from poor home and all those things. You have to present a solid background. Okay. So if you do those things, I can assure you that you'll be getting your admission. So if you are yet, if you are not joining us, we are discussing how you can apply to study in the US with lower GPA. What do you have to do? There's no magic, but you have to be intentional about everything you do and make your application highly standard that can compete with students from all over the world. Okay, you are competing with your classmates, your country people from different country, even the citizens of the country you're applying to. You are going to compete with them. So your application package have to be strong. It's not a matter of applying to more schools. If you apply to more schools and your documents are not strong, you not get admission. So always quality over quantity. Okay, so make sure you, even if you're applying to more schools, make sure your documents are solid. That whenever they read your documents, they can get admission. They can give you admission. All right. So always monitor the application portal, the school page, and see what they have. Don't be pressurized to apply to school because people are announcing this school give application fee waiver. Getting application fee waiver is good, but the question is, will you get funding? That's the most important thing. Most of the schools that give application waiver, it's difficult to get in, and also some of them may not give funding to you. Okay, some of them is marketing. All right, so it's ranking. Let me tell you something. If a school receive thousands of application a year, and let's say people got admission, it's help in their ranking. So these are the tricks. So if a school wants more ranking, they can also give free application fee waiver just to boost their profile. That's not always the case. Some of them intentionally want to give to help those who are from poor background, so that application fee will not be their problem. Okay, some of them give that as well. But if you want to depend solely on that and you didn't check the school background to know that the school can give you funding, and you're just in hurry to apply, you are putting yourself into a difficult situation. You can even have depression. Okay, you can imagine you apply to 7 schools and all rejected. I mean, you can't eat, right? I remember when I applied to one school to Sweden, and I didn't get admission. I shed tears. I was crying. That maybe what was wrong. That time I was in my third year. I didn't finish school year, so I took it as normal. Okay, so don't apply to more schools without working on your documents. Make sure your document is quality before you apply to more schools. And if the school is giving free waiver, check, do you get funding? If there's no funding, there's no need of applying where there's no funding. So, but you need to apply, but make sure your document is strong, and don't just depending on that. You have to work hard and also get some money to pay your application fee. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, so those are the quick advice I can have for you. If you don't have money to use our service and all those things, at least you follow our page. We make sure that I give you some information that you need that can help you to win scholarship. That's the most important thing. Okay, we have a session where we review your essays, your CV, and other documents. If you are applying and you need somebody to check your documents for you to make sure that your transcript, your essay, everything is on point. Some other document the school requires, everything's on point. You can always go to our website and book an appointment, be able to assist you with your applications, so that you make sure you don't just apply to any school with no funding. Okay, so now the last thing before I go, I was talking about program that you need to apply to. I'm always mention this because so many students are getting admission with no funding. So always check the program you apply to before before you apply. Make sure the program can give you funding. If there's no funding, there's no need of wasting your time because you are going to contact your lecturers to give you reference. So if your lecturer is going to give you reference and you apply, there's no admission. The next year, you go to that lecturer again. Please, I'm applying again. The third year, you are wasting your time. So the best thing you can do to yourself to help is do research, apply to good programs, apply to top universities, at least top 100 or top 50s are okay. Apply to those schools and see what will happen to you. Okay. Don't, if you are from business background, like I said, funding is main issue there. So what do? You can divert. US is an open, they are open. Once you have done some coursework, based on some coursework you did, you can move to different field. Okay, your fourth year and third year, you can take, if you have taken some courses, look at those courses and divert to different field. If you're from nursing area, getting sometimes fully funded scholarship for nursing program can be challenging. You can always divert to different field. You can go to public health, you can go to gerontology, you can go to so many programs. Okay, so don't just be at one place. If you have bachelor in nursing, you need sometimes the school asks you to write the American necklace exam before they can admit you. So what do you have to do? You can divert to different field. You come to the US, write your necklace exams, and practice as a nurse. So there are many things you need to do. If you have done midwifery, so many courses, you can always divert. Okay, so don't just be stagnant in your field that because I've done this program in my undergrad, I have to follow the same program. No, you can always divert to different field. That's the best way to win admission. If you don't choose the right program, you will not get admission. You will just be wasting your time. That is the advice I have for you today. If you can go to our website to check our services that I'll be sharing with you right now. And all right, so you can always come to our page to let me see. Good. Yeah, so if you're watching us, this is our website where you can reach out to us if you need assistance with your applications, and we have our services here. We can be able to assist you with all applications I need. So we do apply for people, and we have like coaching, which is if you want that to work on your essay, personal statement, CV, how to choose graduate and STEM program, and all those things, complete document evaluation. You want somebody to just to evaluate all your documents for you to make sure that you meet the requirements. We are there to support you, and you can always book an appointment, send us an email, and we'll be glad to assist you. And also, those of you who got admission and you need people for your visa coaching, I mean, interview is another hard thing that you have to go through. So many students are rejected for their visas. Okay, it's so frustrating. So we also do coach you, do mock session with you, coach you how to answer questions at the embassy. So those are the few things that you can learn from us. Apart from that, keep following our page. We'll be sharing more information with you, what we need to admission. You can always comment on my page and ask questions, and I'll be glad to answer you. If you are here today, thank you for joining, and also you can feel free to ask me any question you have, and I'll be glad to answer everything. And if you don't have questions now, you can always comment on any of my posts, and I'll be glad to assist you. If there's something you want me to speak on, you can always comment on any post I share, and I'll have a live session to explain those things to you. If you want to reach out to us, this is our WhatsApp number here as well, and you can also go to our Facebook page, send us a DM, and we'll be glad to assist you with your application. This year should be your year, and I hope that you'll be the first person in your family to travel and become a breadwinner. Okay, you are growing, and somebody also depend on your mom after your fees, and they expect you to also to become a helper in the family. So take this chance, learn from this page. Our page, we don't scam anyone. I mean, you can always count on us. We are there to assist you with your application. And thanks for joining. If you have some questions, you can drop it down, and I'll be glad to assist you with your application. Yeah, so I see some faces. Wisdom, Nashville, Samson, Tiflas, is it Owiniba Abrakwa, and yeah. So thanks for joining. See Abelta as well. And if you have questions, you can always drop. You can comment on this video after watching, and I'll be glad to respond to all questions. Able to coach you to understand how to do. I've been in this work for the past 7 good years. So for the experience, I have the experience. I know what to do for you to get admission. And you're always welcome to reach out to us and ask questions and everything. Feel free to comment, follow our page, share my post. Tomorrow I'll be announcing 2 people who are going to benefit from our giveaway, and those people who have chance, I'll pay for one of the application fee, and also review their AC and CV to make sure they get admission. So that's what we do every year. Okay. So thanks for watching, and look forward to meeting you in the next session.